Welcome to the Innovators, a show about innovation, wherever it's taking place. The primary focus will probably be on technology, energy, and environmental science, but anything that covers innovation, we'll be discussing, and we'll have great guests.
We are especially privileged to have as our guest today Dr. Lynn Gillette, who is the president of Sierra Nevada College. And Lynn, welcome. May I call you Lynn?
Absolutely, thank you.
The alternatives probably are not as favorable.
Well, Lynn works just fine.
Okay. And I can take it from your accent that you're from New England.
Absolutely, born in Southeast Virginia.
Okay, this college has leapfrogged a number of other institutions over the last few years under your stewardship. It's really quite remarkable.
Thank you.
And I think a lot of that has to do, from my understanding, with the collaborative efforts in which you have engaged. Can you enumerate some of those for us, please?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say several things. One of our core themes here is entrepreneur thinking. So there's a culture here that existed before I got here related to innovation and getting things done and moving quickly. A large part of that is the partnerships that we've been able to establish with various institutions. And I'll just reel them off. I could talk to them about them for a long time. Major partnership with the University of California, Davis, Middlebury College, working on partnerships right now with Flagler College at St. Augustine, Florida, University of Pacific in Stockton. We have a partnership with the University of Nevada, Reno, working on a partnership with UNLV, Desert Research Institute, and we have a fantastic partnership with Vail Resorts in our ski business resort management program.
Fascinating. Now, it's my understanding that the Tahoe Center for Environmental Science building on your campus is part of that collaboration with the University of California, Davis.
Yes, it is.
Tell us a bit about that building.
Be delighted. This occurred before I got here, and it's a wonderful example of the culture that exists here related to innovation. And so it was a joint effort with the University of California, Davis, Sierra Nevada College, but also the University of Nevada, Reno, and the Desert Research Institute to build a LEED Platinum building on our campus. It was the first LEED Platinum building in the state of Nevada. It was the 5th science lab LEED Platinum building in the United States. It fits perfectly where we are. It fits the environmental sustainability focus of this region of the world, and we're quite delighted to have the building.
Now, the expression LEED building is thrown around anymore. What exactly is a LEED building?
Okay, a LEED building there's certain set criteria related to certain energy efficient kinds of things that you do to either be gold, whatever the case may be. Platinum is the highest level of LEED. So it's a clear set of criteria and points that are awarded related to it.
Now, I understand the TURC program, and you can describe that for us, also is housed out of that facility.
Absolutely, and there's a whole lot of research that program does related to environmental issues, but very much the clarity of the lake and the focus related to those things.
Great. Is that an ongoing program?
Yes, ongoing program at this time. And the nice thing is our students get to work many times with faculty that are related to that, so it offers our science students a very special kind of opportunity that we may, as a small college, not be able to do by ourselves.
Now, we read about the innovative programs engaged in by Sierra Nevada College and UC Davis in connection with this building.
Right.
What are some of those innovative programs? I think you have green labs there, do you not?
Yeah, absolutely. Have green labs here. And then we also have the Tahoe consortium that has a conference every 2 years, bringing in some of the top people in the world related to environmental issues. That's quite significant for the college.
I've even met some from Carnegie Mellon back in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and Carnegie Mellon was very much involved related to the building and programs that we had, and we used a lot of the expertise of those faculty in what we were doing.
Fantastic. If you have a innovative education program, I'm told, called Midcore Immersion.
Right.
Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Yes.
How does Midcore Immersion differ from conventional or traditional education programs or approaches?
Let me say this first. What is so unique about Sierra Nevada College is that we're trying to revolutionize the way the college kids are taught, so that from the get-go that they are engaged. The key for great education is so that students are present at their own education. And so you've got to engage them in the minds and you got to engage the hearts so that they're here. The reason we were able to develop the program with Middlebury College is because Middlebury saw some of the things we were doing in experiential education that was very similar to what they were doing. The Midcore program is one of the most innovative programs, if not the most innovative program I have ever seen in higher education. It was designed by Middlebury. It's a month-long immersion program. The program, the teachers in the program are businessmen and women that are out there doing it. And it's designed by an academic, Jessica Holmes, good friend of mine, that works at Middlebury, that has designed the program to make it effective. It teaches leadership, teamwork, conflict management, crisis management, etc. But here's what it does more than anything else. And this is the key to what we're trying to do at Sierra Nevada College and what Midcore does. If you're not careful, you'll get out of undergraduate school at age 21 or 22 if you're a traditional age student, have all kind of great ideas, and have no ability whatsoever to execute any of them. Correct. So what Middlebury saw was that they needed to develop an experiential kind of program that would help students take an idea to action. And as you well know, and all of us sort of learn that almost by default as we grow, but this program is about really helping them to be able to take the idea and do something with the idea, and it's a powerful program.
Now, when you refer to Middlebury, you're talking about Middlebury College in Vermont.
Yes, I am.
Because it's internationally famous.
Top 5 liberal arts school in the United States.
It actually is, and those in academia realize that.
Right.
It may be a word or a college that's not commonly known, but internationally, it's at the top.
Yes, it is.
That's a great collaborative effort in which you're engaged. Now, out of that Midcore Immersion program, do you have any students who have been recognized for their accomplishments, whether it be by way of awards or recognition of one sort or another?
Single best professional accomplishment of my life is what I'm about to tell you about. Where we've come academically at Sierra Nevada College over the last few years is nothing short of extraordinary in our expectations of what our students can do. And so literally, Omer, we look for every competition we can find so that our students can compete against students from other schools to show how good they are. And so with this program last year for a month, there was 36 students from around the country, students from Stanford, Brown, Williams, Gettysburg College, Middlebury College, Sierra Nevada College, and several others. The students had many challenges. One was a month-long innovation challenge, which, if you will, was a business plan. Students had to come up with the idea and then a plan of attack. All students participated. It was judged by 9 judges, real live businessmen and women, hard-nosed people. And the student that won that competition, was Sabrina Bellici, a student from Sierra Nevada College. Now, Sabrina, I taught you when you were a freshman. I taught you several times. Sabrina could have never gotten into Stanford or Brown or Middlebury College. Sabrina is quite smart. She had a grit to her that was incredible. And Omer, it was a massive affirmation of what we're doing here with our students. And she just got up and gave the greatest business plan competition in the world, utterly calm and related to everything she was doing. It was a great moment for us.
That's a terrific story.
Thank you.
It really is.
It is.
Now, although I said in the beginning that we're focused mainly on technology, engineering, and environmental science, not exclusively so, I do know that you've got a new Center for Arts and Media here.
Yes, we do.
And hopefully there's going to be innovative projects coming out of that.
Absolutely.
Can you explain anything about the new center?
Yeah. I talk a lot of time about the new center. The newest building on campus is the Homeland Arts and Media Center. We just moved into that building. Robin and Robert Homeland gave us a tremendous amount of money for that, as long as other people with it. I want to say a couple of things, and I want to get a little esoteric for a second. Mm-hmm. The great thing about art is this is not just a building for artists, although it is. Every one of our students have to take an art class. And there's something about art, there's something about looking at a piece of art and being able to articulate what you think about it and dealing with that ambiguity that can help a student mature quite a lot related to critical thinking, oral communication skills, etc. So we believe a lot in that. We have been incredibly successful in placing our students at top art schools around the country, the Parsons School of Design in New York City being one of them. A large reason why, Omer, is because of the interdisciplinary approach that we've had where students are working across various genres and art, and the building is set up to be able to make that happen. But two, here's what I think is even more unique about it. Sadly, there are a whole lot of artists in this world that are awfully good artists that cannot make a living doing it. One of our core themes that I mentioned, we have 4, is entrepreneurial thinking. So we, at the very beginning of this, made a decision that the Homeland Arts and Media Center was going to represent an entrepreneur, innovative approach to art to be able to help our students to be able to make livings doing what they want to do. And then finally, it's a large part of a cultural and intellectual kind of hub that we want to be, not only for Incline Village, but the whole basin.
Is the community at large, does the community at large have access to the Homeland Center, or is it confined to students?
Yeah, and I want to answer another question if I can. Community, absolutely. The community at large has access to the Homeland Arts and Media Center, and we'll have a ribbon cutting session this summer, et cetera, and all kind of people will be invited. We will have a top artist that will show their work in the building that people will be welcome to come to. But we have another thing. For example, I teach a class right now. As president, I will always teach with.
You actually teach in concert with your administrative responsibilities?
And I always will. I love teaching, and I think it sets an example. But right now, I have all kind of people like you that come to my class. So a large part, they're very serious. Large part of what we want to be.
Both to speak and learn.
Yes, it is. Large part of what we want to be for Incline Village is we want to be a place where people can come and learn and participate. And number two, very much so, where we can use people like you when you came into my class that can work with the students and add all of that expertise. So this idea of having people come in the community is a large part of who we are.
Fantastic for the community. It really is. It adds something to the community that has been lacking.
I agree with
And
that.
it's going to enrich the community.
Thank you.
In many ways. In connection with the Homeland Center, there are certain technological aspects to it as well, are there not?
Right. Yes.
Can you elaborate a bit?
Yes, what we've done is we raised a good amount of money for technology, some state-of-the-art technology in the Homeland Arts and Media Center. We're going to have it where we're going to be able to videotape any kind of program. We have all kinds of speakers that come to campus. Typically, we don't capture it. And so we're going to have soundproof equipment and all this kind of stuff where we can videotape, but also the following. We've got some state-of-the-art equipment there where we're going to be able to really build a strong digital arts program, and we're excited about the future of that.
Well, Lynn, I really appreciate you coming today. You've been terrific, and I think it's been very enlightening. We've all learned a lot, and I congratulate you and the college in general for the progress that has been made, seemingly with ever-increasing rapidity.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.